Elections cause uncertainty because there's the ability for change, and I think the fact that the government has remained will provide confidence to the market because the policies that they're already used to will remain thereafter. And also there was bipartisan support for the first home buyer guarantee effectively, which means that there's a lower deposit requirement for first home buyers that choose to apply to such a scheme. We've actually seen a surge in inquiry after the event. I think a lot of people now see this is the time to get the best deal and to get back into the property market where they might have been sitting on their hands and sitting on their heels throughout this period of uncertainty that has occurred over the last 12 to 24 months. Well, recently there's been two positive announcements. One is by APRA, which is the Australian Prudential Regulatory Authority, which has effectively made it easier for people to get a loan. They've lowered their lending requirements. Also, we've seen hints from the Reserve Bank of Australia that they will be lowering their cash rate in June by another 25 basis points. That means that if passed on by the banks, everyone will be paying a little bit less of their mortgage each month. Property market is it's a property cycle, it's a property clock. And we've seen there was a strong boom that occurred between 2013 through to 2016. We've seen that come off in the last 24 months. But now that there's a number of factors that we see returning to straightening out, most experts do believe that most parts of Sydney will start seeing gains over the next 12 to 24 months in Sydney. So especially if you're purchasing a new property or a new development, that means that you can lock in prices today at the bottom of the cycle and potentially see growth for the next 2 years to 3 years during the construction phase. If you're a first home buyer, it's never been a better time to buy a new development. There is the first home buyer grant, there is stamp duty concessions or no stamp duty at all if it's under a certain amount. And there's potentially this first home buyer guarantee now from the government that's looking to be introduced, which will lower the deposit requirement as they enter the market.